The 80th anniversary of the fall of Bataan or Araw ng Kagitingan, with this year's theme, Kagitingan ng mga Beterano, Inspirasyon ng Nagkakaisang Pilipino. The Day of Valor, also known as Araw ng Kagitingan, marks the annual commemoration of the fall of Bataan on April 9, 1942, and the bravery of Filipino and American soldiers during World War II. In 1942, the Filipino and American forces fought in a raging war in the months of January to April on the said year. April 9, 1942 marked the start of the Bataan Death March as the commander of the Luzon Force, Major General Edward P.King, Jr. surrendered more than 76,000 soldiers that were starving and had ailments. He surrendered against the orders of General Douglas MacArthur. The American and Filipino soldiers were forced to march towards San Fernando, Pampanga, that was 60 kilometers away. The captive soldiers who could not survive the long and grueling walk were left to die. Thousands of Filipino soldiers and hundreds of American soldiers died from the Bataan Death March. Mount Sama Shrine of Valor was built in 1970 as a memorial cross for the sacrifices and bravery of Filipinos who fought and perished during World War II. This shrine is a way to pay respect for all of our heroes who sacrificed for our freedom. Ang labanan sa koridor na nangyari noong Mayo 5 hanggang 6, 1942 ang pagtatapos ng pangangampanya ng mga Hapones upang sakupin ang Commonwealth ng Pilipinas. Ang pagbagsak ng Bataan noong April 9, 1942 ang nagwakas ng lahat ng mga organisasyong oposisyon ng US Army Forces sa mananakop na mga pwersang Hapones sa Luzon. Ang koridor ang tanging hadlang sa pananakop ng mga Hapones sa Pilipinas sa ilalim ni Teniente General Masaharu Homa. Muling nabihag ng mga hukbong Amerikano at Pilipino ang koridor noong 1945. Kaya ito tinawag na The Fall of Bataan and Corridor. The Malinta Tunnel is a tunnel complex built by the United States from 1922 to 1932. It was initially used as a bomb-proof storage and personnel bunker, but was later equipped as a 1,000-bed hospital. During the Battle of Corregidor, May 1942, the tunnel served as the headquarters of General Douglas MacArthur. Malinta Tunnel also served as the seat of government of the Commonwealth of the Philippines. During the retaking of the island by the U.S. forces in 1945, Japanese soldiers who were inside the tunnels committed suicide by detonating explosive within the tunnel complex on February 23, 1945. Nowadays, the tunnel complex is a museum. During this time of pandemic, we are celebrating our modern-day heroes, our medical frontliners, food delivery riders, ambulance drivers, nurses, and all of the people who risk their lives every day to provide for their families and to help our fellow people. Thank you to all of our heroes of today and all of our heroes in the past. Commemorating and celebrating the events in our history is essential to our nation building and recovery. Binabati ko po kayo ng maligayang araw ng Kagitingan.